As we follow our mission to helping our community be well, get well, and stay well, we realize just how important nutrition is in helping people to live active and healthy lives. Every day, there are families across the United States that suffer from hunger and poor nutrition. At Virtua Health, we are committed to making sure our neighbors across South Jersey have access to fresh, healthy, affordable foods that they deserve. Without it, too many of our neighbors will continue to suffer from diet-related chronic diseases such as obesity, diabetes, and hypertension. We plan on converting this bus, which has been donated by the New Jersey Transit Authority, into a mobile grocery store, one in which we can take fresh, affordable, healthy foods to our community, where they live and where they work. The United States Department of Agriculture defined food deserts as areas where accessibility to healthy food outlets are a challenge. In urban areas, this means that residents must travel long distances to get to a grocery store.
This is really where I grew up. For some of the residents in Camden, getting healthy food is very difficult. So even if the residents would take a bus from Mount Ephraim Avenue to the grocery store, then the question is, how do they get home with all their bags of grocery? Another alternative is calling for a cab. But the cost of the cab, depending on where they live in the city, may cost them $15 to $20. And they could use that money to buy more groceries instead of spending it on a cab rate to get their groceries home. The Parkside community, they're very, very engaged. Community members coming together and really taking a look at how we can invigorate the community.
Welcome to PVCIP. My name is Bridget Pfeiffer, Executive Director of the organization. Our goal is really to transform the community in the sense of the people who live here and bring investment. We do have a supermarket in the neighborhood, but they don't have the kind of wealth of produce and some of the food options that the Virtua mobile bus would provide.
I'm a mother of 3, and if I don't have the means to feed my family, it takes more money out of my pocket to pay someone to take me to the market. I think if I had it right here in my community and accessible to me, I can provide better for my family.
So we're talking about being able to provide the most basic of needs to people who really want to thrive and they want to be able to exist in their communities as people in surrounding communities do. We are aligned with Virtua. We will be providing produce and increasing the capacity of local farmers to sell their produce, their crops to Virtua.
Distance is not the only problem. So is reliable, affordable transportation. In rural areas, the distance increases substantially to get to a grocery store.
The areas out in Pemberton Township are very isolated. It's a rural area. It is a higher level of poverty in some of these areas. There is a lack of transportation, and there is a lack of supermarkets. That creates a high need for fruit, vegetables, fresh food, meats. It is very spread out, and without transportation, it makes it very, very difficult. To the left is Sunbury Village. This is one of the poorest areas in Burlington County. A high rate of poverty, high rate of addiction, high rate of crime. When I talk to people, I don't think they have any idea about having extreme poverty right down the road. Dignity is a huge thing, and I think that not asking for help is such a huge part of that, not having to be embarrassed by the way that they have to live. taking services into the community for the hard to serve will have the biggest impact because they're the most isolated.
The mobile grocery store will operate year-round, make regular, weekly stops to communities on its route, stock fresh produce, dairy, meat, grains, and staple pantry items, will provide education and social support services. We will also be accepting supplemental nutrition assistance program benefits. It is my hope that our bold idea is worthy of your partnership. We can all be a part of driving this forward. Please, get on board.